What up? I'm back. Oh, dude. I was so excited. Dude, it was so hard for me not to talk when I came home earlier today. But I was like, you know what? I gotta start making like real strict rules in what I do. Why I do it, how I do it, the time that I dedicate to myself. The time I dedicate to this world. I'm hyped. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just ate. I left the bar. I ate some egg rolls, which not healthy at all, but I had a huge salad to kind of counteract the crap. That's what I was feeling, and then I ordered one beer, and I guess it was 2 for 1. So then I had two. And I don't drink. Plus, like with me working out the way I am, and the water intake that I have, like, so I'm feeling pretty good right now, man. So this is just a real talk. Like, part of everything that I'm doing, whether or not people listen to it or not, the whole point of what I'm doing is being real. Being the realest person you've ever met or got to listen to. Like, this is me, real. And when I'm out in the world, I'm a little bit different. I'm not speaking all my truth, because if I did, I would just be controlling everything. Like, literally. Because that's who I am. I have these abilities, and when you have them, you have to dial yourself back. You can't just whatever, because that's not my intent. But I'm trying to look at this moon right now, and it looks like a sliver, but the clouds are here, man. But I can still see it. It's good enough. It's perfect enough. I'm here. Whatever. So I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty talkative. I picked a song called Harmony. It's kind of like a hype song. You'll hear it. So we'll see what happens tonight. I'm excited. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about where I've came. Like, I've talked about this every now and then. I'll get kind of hype about me. And I'll get proud about me. And it's okay, man. Because really my whole life I've never been proud up until this year. And I got a buddy I'm so hypercritical on what I do, who I am, if I'm even impacting anybody. And I keep in my head, I know that in the future what I'm doing now will impact people. And me and him talked last week, and I told him, I was like, I may not impact people here, where I'm at. Just because the world is rooted deep here. We are protected, but we're protected by money. And comfortability. We're protected in Hendersonville because we have our own economy. Kind of, sort of. We're protected. Stuff hits us last. People tend to have money here. So, like, upper middle class is what we are here. And so it's like it's our own bubble. I remember a year and a half ago, I was I was getting some pine straw for a job, and I was at Lowe's, and me and this dude were just waiting for them to come unlock the trailer. And I was like, dude, I will break in there and get our pine straw. I ended up doing it. I didn't break in there. I just moved the ladder, and just climbed in there and got it, because I was sick of waiting. And like, I've been dealing with Home Depot, Lowe's since I was little. I worked at Lowe's for many years. Like, when I go to those places, I get the stuff down myself. Like, I'm not wasting time. And I keep looking back at my life, and I keep understanding, like, now that I deem time the greatest commodity in the world, the only true thing in the world is time. The only currency in the world is time. I was like, dude, I used to do it all the time. Like, I wouldn't waste my time on so much stuff, because I thought it was stupid back then. Before I even had this perspective. Like, I was already on the track to be where I'm at now. Everything that I did in my life led me here. The only difference is I changed my glasses. I got a new set of glasses. And you know what? It's funny. Like, my mom died, passed away, and I was like, what did I do? Like the first thing I did was I went to the sunglasses hut and bought me a new pair of glasses. I don't know why. I do know why. For protection. Number one, because I was like, I need more protection for my eyes, and it was multifaceted. It was multifaceted as protection for my line of work, and then it was more multifaceted for protection for my soul, because I understood subconsciously that when you look into somebody's eyes, it tells everything. You cannot hide. Some people just aren't aware enough to read it, but I can read it. And I knew that if I can read it for other people, then other people can read it through me. That I need protection. Because I'm broken. I knew I was broken. And even when I was going through my healing process before my mom died, I knew I was broken. I was healing, and healing takes time. And whatever. I don't know where this went, but I bought my ugly glasses, my black pair, I think, and then I later went back and bought my white pair. I got both, dude. I'm so both. I got white and black. I got extremes, everything. My shoes, white, black, like everything. I'm so extreme, dude. It's fire because it's who I am. I'm understanding, like, and I told my buddy, and he keeps telling me, like, you're helping people, and I hope, man. I mean, I know I am. I know people just don't speak up, and I know that, like, being light in the darkness, like, you're not gonna get recognition, and I don't really want it. Sometimes I just need reassurance to know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, because I'm so hypercritical on myself, and I had to cut so many people off, and I had to walk away from so many people, and being who I am, and I always have a heart for people, like, it sucks when you have to do that, but over the last couple months, I've been thinking, like, well, maybe I stunted their growth by staying, because I was doing more for them than they actually understood. I was taking away things that they didn't understand. I was burdening the world, and people didn't understand. That's why, you don't understand. I remember now, like, I can picture, I was in a duplex when we lived in a duplex, and I remember walking up the steps, and something was going on in the other rooms, and I was just immobilized, like a feeling of, I did something so wrong, and I'm like, in my head, I'm going, what did I do? Like, I did nothing wrong. I did nothing, and I didn't know now, but now I know I was just grabbing people's emotions, my family's emotions. They were going through crap, and I was just there to take them, to ease the pain. What little I could. It probably didn't ease it a lot, but I tried, but it affected me in a way, and it caused me to not look at myself my whole life, not even exist, to be a ghost, because I was the helper in my family. I was the one who was taking everything in my family, and now I know what it was, and I'm fine with it. I was bred for it. That's what I'm saying. That the whole point was, like, I didn't have time to look at my life. I didn't have time to understand anything. I didn't have time to look at adoption. I didn't have time to even feel my own feelings. And I do remember when I went to, like, therapy, they talked about feeling your feelings. So what the hell are you talking about, feel your feelings, bro? I have one feeling, anger. I was just mad all the time. Like, all the time. And I kind of liked it. I really liked it. Like the punching stuff, headbutting stuff, whatever, man. I didn't care. I loved football. Football was amazing for me. It didn't matter how big someone was. Like, I didn't matter. I'd hit you as hard as I could and be good with it. But whatever. He just keeps reassuring me that, like, I'm helping people, or I'm you know. That helps me a lot because then again, like, it's not. I keep saying this because a lot of these talks are ultimately for me, but I just know they're multifaceted where they can help other people as well. But it's me going through my daily life, going through my thoughts at the end of the day, spending time with myself, figuring out new ideas for the next day, and battling stuff if I need to battle it. There's a lot less battling now than there was before. These are just more of like working out some problems or ideals. Because I'm not facing stuff in the past anymore. I don't have to. I didn't face everything. Dude, and I thought, God, I was cutting grass today and some stuff came up. And, because I was re-listening to some of my talks, and it talks about when I was 8 years old and lost my innocence. And, like, when I spoke that stuff, I wasn't technically speaking for myself that I thought. But then today, I get some memories, and I'm like, oh, snap. Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Cody. Wait a minute, buddy. There's some stuff in there that had to do with you. Some memories in there that popped up. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. You can probably hear me smiling in this talk because it's so disgusting and I have to smile. And that's how I did it. That's how I did it. Is by making fun of what I went through. Making it extreme. Laughing about it. Nervous laughter. Because it sucks. It's disappointing. I had nothing to. I didn't know. I didn't know. It wasn't. But whatever, man. It is what it is, and the song is fire, and this moon, like, it sucks. I can't see it super good, but it's cool. It's what it's supposed to be. Blurring. Some of my past is always gonna be blurry, and I'm gonna leave it that way. And my buddy's listened to my talks a bunch of times, and so he's helping me a lot, man. I appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate the other perspectives, because ultimately, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people could say anything they want about me. I don't even care. But I really don't feel alone. I'm living life in the moment every day, from the time I wake up to the time I close my eyes. Like, and I'm having fun. Ultimately, like, I'm truly having fun. Like, at no point in time am I like, oh, I'm disappointed with my life. Like, I'm not really. Like, maybe I don't have as much money as I want, but at the end of the day, I don't really care. Because money's right there. Like, if that's the hardest problem I have in life, like, that's easy, bro. Like, literally. And I understand, I kind of take it for granted. I definitely take my skills for granted. My skills of being able to fix anything. Being able to have people that call me to do work and say, just whatever you get to it. Like, yes, I take it for granted, and I shouldn't. I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I've worked for this. I have years and years of knowledge. I'm smarter than the average human. I'll go ahead and say this. I watched something that happened one time, I know how to do it forever. I'm lucky. But it was a survival skill that I needed to learn. It was based on my experiences. In order for me to succeed in life, I had to learn these abilities and be aware of things and pick up on things super quick without asking people. I had to understand the basic functions of shapes and mechanics and the way it worked. Just the basic science, the basic rules of the world. So yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you I'm smarter than the average cat. But I had to be to survive. Like, and I just correlate everything. I correlate the way people work with the way the machines work and all this stuff. It's not that I'm smarter. I just did what I had to do to survive. And instead of me reading books all the time, I was watching people. I was watching the earth. I was watching trees. I was watching stuff grow. I was watching stuff break. I was watching stuff like that. It's just different. I'm a different man. I'm a different human being. And there's more people like me. I got a buddy who's just like me. He's amazing. He's an amazing human being. I love him to death. He's very skillful. Probably more skillful than I am. Definitely. Because I'm lazy. At least right now in this time, I've been lazy. And over the last couple of years, I've been lazy. Because I just kind of gave up on a lot of stuff. I just didn't care. I guess I was depressed. And I didn't know it. I didn't know because I never looked into depression. I didn't know what I don't know what it was. It didn't make any sense to me. But now looking back, then I guess I was depressed, or like a mild depression, where I just did what I needed to do to survive and did the bare minimum. And that's fine. It is what it is. I could have been a lot further in life. I could have had tons of money. I could have been building huge businesses. I could have been doing all kinds but I didn't. And that's fine, because there's no way it had to be this way for me to take this lull period in my life. If I would have had all that stress and had employees and all that stuff, it wouldn't have worked. If I would have had a wife and kids, it wouldn't have worked. And I'm understanding that. I'm okay with it, because this is part of who I'm supposed to be. This is part of my life that it's supposed to be. Some people could call it fate. I think there's fate involved with every human, but there's free will. And I know this to be true. Now, because I met a person that everything says that fate was involved, and that it was supposed to work out a certain way. But the free will is involved. And then everything I know about it is like, yes, it's free will. And that's what sucks. That's what tears me up inside, is the free will part. But I understand that, like, the world's got its grips on people, bro. And when you build your life on what other people think about you, like, dude, it's hard. Dude, it's hard to come out of that. It's hard to walk away from that. Because you're broken, you're brainwashed. And I watched this. Like, when I was in school, we read about, like, the battered women and, like, how narcissists are abusive relationships, like, how these women cannot walk away from that. Because they're so brainwashed that it doesn't make sense. Like, they can't see it. And then I saw it in my life. I saw someone close to me, and I was like, oh my God. Like, this stuff is freaking real. Like, Stockholm Syndrome. Like, this stuff is real. And, dude, it's, until those glasses get took off of you, you don't see it. I was that way with my family. And then once my mom passed away, my glasses were gone. My glasses fell off my face, and I started understanding that people didn't allow me to speak up. People didn't allow me to be a man. People didn't allow me to question things. And I said, no. This is stupid. Like, to listen to another grown-ass man and let them tell you what to do? Stupid. The dumbest thing in the world. To let somebody else tell you how to live your life? That is dumb. And that's why I tell people, like, this is for entertainment purposes only. Don't listen to me. Believe me. Don't believe me. Find it for yourself. Find out what works for you. Find out what you find to be true. Get all the information you can. Get as many perspectives as you can. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to nobody. Spend your time with yourself. Ask yourself questions. Dig deep. Because no one really cares. They're using you. People around you are abusing you. Putting you down. This is why I do not ask for help. This is the main reason why I do not ask for help. Because if I ask for help, then I feel like I'm abusing somebody else or using somebody else for my gain. And I'll have to start asking for help, because that's the wrong way to do it, because I know my intentions could be good. But that's what I thought growing up. That's why I never asked for help. It's because I saw other people not really asking me, but kind of telling me. And I did, it kind of sounded like asking for help, but I didn't really have a choice. Like, they manipulated me enough to know that I was going to do it because I'm a helper and I have a freaking heart of gold. And so that's why I never did it. And you're going to look. You're going to find these helpers around the world. And these helpers never ask for help. All they do is help others, but they don't ask for help because they understand in their subconscious what's going on. Even though we don't listen to it and we don't see it in our conscious, this is why we don't do it, because we don't like it, because we think it's disgusting. Like, when you really look if you're a helper and you're listening to this, and you start looking at yourself, you're going to understand exactly what I'm saying. That you know that people abuse other people and ask for help and use them. They use us, helpers. And it's super weird. It's a weird concept. Because it skirts a fine line, because I'm assuming, like, it's not like your grandma needs help. That's different. She's old and she needs you to cut the grass. Like, she's old. But I don't know. I gotta pour out a Gatorade. But yeah, man. I don't know. I just thought of that. And that's it. Like, the authentic. Like, it's just such a turnoff to me. Being unauthentic is just. And when I say turn off, you could think that that's sexual, but it's not sexual. It's just like, to me, it's just, It's just like, And as I said, I used to judge people so hard because I was ultimately judging myself, and I got that in return. But so I'm just learning all these things about what I used to do, and then trying every day to correct that, and be the best version of me. And so every talk is good. Every talk is perfect. Every talk is a new lesson each day. It's like I'm in school every day. The only difference is I'm my own teacher. And that's what I tell people, man. Like, every new person I meet, I'm like, look, you're your best teacher. Like, literally. Literally. I'm not. I'm just giving you new perspectives and telling you to look at yourself. Like, look at yourself. Spend time with yourself. Ask yourself questions. Answer yourself. Work it out. Problem solve. Pro and cons listed. It's that simple. Spend time. I'm like, what do you guys do at work? I don't know what you guys do. I don't do the same processes you guys do at work. But because I don't have processes. This is the problem. I fix it. I don't think about it. I just know it. And it's kind of weird because, like, in my whole life, in the whole aspect, is like I'm problem solving in these talks a little bit. Like, this is more of a process than anything in my whole life. And you guys aren't hearing it because what you're hearing is me talk about something and then solve the problem out in front of you. But you're not seeing me make solve the equation in my head. I'm not. It's more of just like, boom, this makes sense, boom, boom, boom. End of discussion. Like, it's it. Makes sense. Simple. Or it makes 0 sense. The 0 sense stuff is so crazy to me. Because it's ultimately like, when I talk about a concept and I say it makes 0 sense, in my brain, it's empty. Like, I can't even justify. And that's what's so crazy. I always say humans can justify everything. I cannot. I cannot justify everything. I don't get it. I don't know why. My brain is blank. Like, when I say blood and family make 0 sense, I can see what other people believe in it and love it and understand, like, a different perspective of me. But I also can't see that either. I can see it based on the concepts of genetics and all that stuff that I've encountered in my life, but I can't like, it doesn't create anything in my brain. Like, my brain is still empty. Like, I don't give it time, I don't give it space, I don't give it anything. It's not existent in my brain. If that could make any sense. It's super weird, but yeah, so anytime that I say something makes 0 sense, it's because it's a 0 in my head. Like, there's no mental pictures, there's no examples, nothing. Now, there's something there where I see it in other people and other humans, but it doesn't register in my brain. It's like an outside thought. And these clouds, bro, they gotta go away. But I don't know. Today was cool. I'm trying to think what I did today. I just got through eating, and then this girl sat beside me, and they were eating like monsters, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. And because I don't eat that way. Like, when I eat, like, it's my time. I eat every piece of lettuce in my salad, like, literally. It takes me probably 25 minutes to eat a salad. And like I said, my left hand is always locked onto my chair. I can't even explain it. You guys will probably think I'm crazy. It's flexed into my chair, squeezing it like I'm riding a bull. And then my left leg is usually, like, wrapped around the chair. Because if I don't do that, dude, my body goes crazy. I shake. I dance, I move, I can't. I have this energy, uncontrollable energy. And so, like, these girls were in my peripheral vision, just eating like monsters, and I loved it. When I got done, I told them, I was like, I love the way you guys eat. You guys eat like monsters. So I can't do that. So I can, but I've programmed myself to not eat like that. I program myself to enjoy my meal and not just, like, scarf it down. But I'm super infatuated with the way people eat. Like, super infatuated with it. Like, I love it. Because I can see the animalistic, like, you're so hungry, but ultimately you should be in control of yourself. And, like, no matter how hungry you are, you should always have control. And ultimately that's what I programmed myself to be, was in control when I eat. To chew all my food. And put it in little bites. Just respect the time. Respect the process. Respect the food that I'm eating that's fueling this vessel. That's keeping me alive. That's keeping me aware. That's keeping me present. Like, it's fire. And it's like, you know, honestly, like, I ate some crap tonight. I had a whole big salad, huge salad, but then I had these egg rolls that aren't, they're anything but healthy. But there's balance in life. Like, it's okay to eat some crap or to drink a beer or drink 2 beers or whatever. Like, I'm fine with it. I'm going to drink 1.5 gallons of water tomorrow. Maybe 2 gallons. So, like, who cares? It'll be gone in a minute. I'll be flushed in a minute. I'll be flushed by the night time. By the end of tonight. So, whatever. Plus, I'm gonna stay up. I'm trying to see. I was hoping these clouds would go away, man. But today was cool. I'm trying to think, man. The waitress at the bar she brought me my water and orange juice again. She's like, "Is this good? Is it okay?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." She's like, "Okay, I got it now." I was like, "Yeah, you do." She's cool. That's what I'm saying. It's like you start building relationships with as little work as possible. Like people start to understand, and then each time we can have deeper and deeper conversation, not rush anything. Which in the past, I would rush things with people. So now I'm just trying to get better and just like allow divine timing to take through. Like if we need to talk quick, we can talk quick. If we need to build rapport, we can build rapport. Like between any human being. Because it is what it is. It's just life. Enjoy it, the game. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the time. And I understand that I guess people aren't aware, and I wasn't. And now I'm just enjoying from my eyes opening to my eyes closing every single day, dude. It's so funny. What did I do today? It's cool because I have encounters with my customers, and it's just always cool because it's every time it's like it doesn't matter. Like they always just tell me their problems, and what's going on in their lives, and I'm just like, little suggestions or whatever. And one woman's like, "You can go to Chattanooga for me, and I can get you all kinds of work down there. You want, I don't know, maybe. We'll see. But anyway, I said money's there. My name is here. I can have anything I want. I just don't want it. Not right now. It doesn't make sense. I just want to help people, kind of. I want to help myself, and in the process, I want to help other people. Just because, what's the point? I can't be happy, and no one else is happy. I can't be happy, and people texting me and not happy and not over their stuff. Like it just sucks for me. Because I just feel so bad, and I just want to figure it out. I want to figure out the human body. I want to figure out the human brain, and I want to be able to create outlines and be like, look, this is what you need to do. Yeah, it sucks, and maybe my way is not the best, but I will get results. And it's extreme. But anything worth having is risky and gonna take some effort. And that's in all things, especially relationships or whatever. Anything risky is like, I take the risk. I take the risk, bruh. We'll see what happens. Like, I'm excited. I still really don't remember what I did today. I went and ate breakfast somewhere. I'm never gonna eat breakfast there again. That's what I'm saying. It sucks. Like, everywhere I go, like, it sucks except places that I like. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, the food just sucks. I don't really care for eggs anymore. I used to eat eggs a lot. I don't like eggs anymore. They're not good. They don't make me feel good. If I don't feel good, then I don't like them. But like vegetables always make me feel good. Green vegetables, any kind of living vegetables. And then chicken, I guess. Chicken and steak is okay. I don't know. I gotta figure out my diet. I'm assuming it's just gonna be vegetables, to be honest with you. And then I'll just have to figure out a way to supplement protein. But because I feel so heavy with anything else, and it's a weird heavy. It's different. Yeah. But I can't believe, man. I can't believe that damn memory came up about me when I was 8 years old, and I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. And I think it adds up. It adds up with time. I don't like it. I don't even want to look into it anymore. Because it was just like a big, like, I don't know, I don't like it. But it does explain a lot, and, whatever. What did I do today? Cut the yard. Yeah, dude, my energy's been off, but I don't know if it's because of the full moon and then this eclipse coming, and I don't know how that stuff works, man. I haven't really looked into all that stuff. I know it affects me. Like I said, I know when I go into a crystal store, I get high as balls. I can't explain it. I know I feel people's energy. I know I feel people's emotions. I know I just haven't really looked into it. Just because I lived a life of like that stuff was not real, supposedly. Or it was evil. Or it was like, well, how is evil if it's happening to me? Just out of nowhere. Like when I started this whole process, like my whole body changed and I started feeling things, and I did not understand what they were. But it was real. It's not that I was calling for it or asking for it. It just happened. Like I remember I went to like the Koi River, and like I was getting physically high, just walking by it. I was like, dude, this feels weird. Like, I don't get it. Out in nature, like I was just getting physically high off of nothing, and it's super weird. I don't get it, but I don't know. And then like touching trees, I'll get high off of it. It's weird. I don't get it. I'm just living life, man. I'm just having fun. I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying people. I'm enjoying interactions with humans. I'm just enjoying everything. It's so funny. People are so funny. There's like a girl that was sitting beside me at the bar, and she was a bigger girl. She was just bigger, like taller and everything, like Amazon woman. And then as soon as she left, like the guys at the bar were like, was cracking jokes and stuff. I was like, I don't know, dude. All I know is that she was bigger than me. And they were just laughing. That was hilarious. People are funny. People are funny. Life is funny. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get it. Like, why? I don't get why I'm happy. It's almost like I did live a life of guilt, and I have people that tell me all the time that they feel guilty for no reason. Like, and they know that they didn't do anything wrong, but they feel guilty. And I'm like, I know, dude. I don't know how to tell you to get past it, because I still get those guilt feelings all the time. Especially like if you're a helper, like if you tell somebody no, you get a guilty feeling. Like, it's stupid. It's ingrained in us. And this is why, like, it's hard for me not to help when people ask. And this is another thing. So I know that in my head, if I was to ask someone for help, that's huge. That means I have to, like, swallow my pride, my ego, and all this stuff, and humble myself enough to ask for help. So then, when someone else asks for help, half of me goes, well, it's super hard to ask for help if I was to do it. So it has to be super hard for them. But the realization is that 90% of the time, no, those people have no pride, they have no ego, they're not humble at all. They're just lazy, and they don't, like, and they just ask. It's weird. It's a weird thing. If they take advantage of you, they see your light and they take advantage of you. and I got to learn to implement that. I'm gonna program myself by listening to this talk multiple times tomorrow, and then I'm gonna get that ingrained in my head to where I can reevaluate every time someone asks for help, and to make sure that there's things that I can see to know that they're not just taking advantage of me, that they truly need help, and maybe that will help me say no more, because I'll be able to go, wait a minute, like, you have millions of dollars, just pay somebody to do it. I'm not helping you. You're just trying to take advantage of me and get free labor. And that's how raw and simple I have to make it. But that's the truth. I live in Hendersonville, bro. Everybody's got money. You know? And the greatest saying in the world is, you don't have money if you spend it. Rich people don't have money because they spend it. They have money because they're stingy, bruh. Not really. I know a lot of good human beings that have lots of money, but you have to be able to pick that up and be aware as a helper. Otherwise, I'm gonna continue to stay in the trap of my 35-year previous life, where I gave, and got nothing in return. And now it's like, well, I still want to give, but when people have the resources, they don't need my help. If someone's homeless, whatever. If it's a widow, whatever. If it's an orphan, whatever. But if they're more than capable of providing or paying, then I'm not helping you. You're trying to get a free ride, get free labor, like, and it sounds harsh, but it's not, because ultimately it's about me and protecting myself and keeping my cup full and not pouring my cup out for the world. Because I have to have my cup full at all times, always. And then my abundantness, which is the overflow of my cup, is what I use to help. And then I just hopefully can help and teach other people to fill their own cup. And that's the point. It's helping other people to learn how to fill their own cup. And then we all have filled cups together. And we all overflowing with abundance. And we can just keep helping other people. And then maybe multiple people can come together with the abundance and help fill somebody else's cup so their cup is full. And then they can go. It's a pyramid scheme of love. It's the pyramid scheme of love. The only difference is not a scheme. It's the only real thing. Because everything else is false and fake. And will burn. Like, love will stand the test of time. All the rest will not. This is like marriages and relationships. When there's not real love in it, they do not stand the test of time. Now the repercussions are real, kids are real, diseases are definitely real, we can heal them. But yeah, me and an older woman were talking today about it. I was like, yeah, all these girls, she calls them woo girls. I was like, yeah, dude, they're crazy, bro. I was like, these women are different. Different than they used to be, man. They're out of control. To each his own. It doesn't mean we don't like them. But they are out of control. It seems like they don't know who they are. They think their worth is what they could do. Like, this false sense of love and pleasure only. Like, it makes zero sense to me. Now, it does speak to my animal side. Yeah, all day long. But it doesn't mean that I'm in control of me. That's the difference. I'm in control. They're not. And it doesn't degrade anyone or anything like that. It's just is what it is. But the repercussions are real. And you're programming yourself. And you think that's what you want all the time. But you're still empty. Like, it makes zero sense. And then you got to go do it again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Makes zero sense. And you're still empty. Your cup is empty. Because someone else is draining your cup. Literally and figuratively. But that's what the world's programming us to do. And it's okay to, this is another thing, it's like, it's okay to feel good. It's okay to do stuff that makes you feel good, but you can't harm yourself in the process. You can't keep rolling the dice and expect to be okay. I mean, some people are good at rolling dice. I'm pretty good. But I also don't roll the dice every day either. At some point, your luck is not gonna work out, bro. At some point, your luck is gonna run out. You know, to each his own. But it's kind of a scary world for me now. It's like, you know, because me and this woman were talking about it. You know, it's like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, the only option for me is to date someone super young compared to me. And she's like, well, you know, me and my husband are 12 years apart. I was like, yeah, that makes more sense. You date someone in the 20s, makes a lot more sense. I'm not opposed to marrying someone with kids, but like I said, it's not. It just seems more difficult for everybody. Not just me, but just for everybody. And unless a woman is confident enough in herself to even come up to me, that's the whole point. That's a lot of it. I'm understanding that I'm such a weird human being. No, I'm not weird. I'm just, I just seem like I'm gonna intimidate so many people lately. It's super weird. I don't get it. I don't get what it is. I don't know if it's I put off like a I don't care vibe. Or that people don't affect me or have control over me anymore. Or they can't manipulate me. Really, there's only one human being in this world right now that I even allow to somewhat have control over me, but not really. I'm allowing it to happen, if that makes any sense. And it's just because I like it. I'm okay with it. Everyone else in this world, like, I don't care. It's like, you have no power over me. It's funny. It's funny. And it's like, I can't believe I've built my life the way I have. And it's so cool. It's so cool to, like, actually, I don't know, just have fun. Like, every day. Like, it's so fun. I can't explain it. It makes zero sense. That, like, no matter what happens, no matter me filling my diesel truck up with just $100 just disappears like it's nothing. Like, I don't even care. I just don't even care. Like, it makes zero sense. Like, most people are stressing over it. I'm like, I don't even care. Most people stress, they stress about money. I'm just like, I don't even care. Who cares? Whatever happens, happens. Like, it just makes zero sense that I'm even like this. I got everything I need. I have a need for nothing. It's took a lot to get to this point, and I just want people to be here with me. Because it's such an easier life to live. Like, I don't have to worry about coming up with stories. I'm not lying. Like, so I don't have to remember all these crazy lies. I don't really have to dodge people. Either it is or it isn't. Like, if you want me to do something, you gotta kind of hustle. You gotta really let me know that you want me to go do something for you. Like, you kind of gotta bug me a little bit. Because I need to know that you really want it done. Otherwise, I'm not gonna do it. Like, you gotta bug me. And I tell people this. Like, if you want me to do something, you better remind me multiple times and keep... Because otherwise, I'm not gonna come in. I need to make sure that you want it. Because if not, I don't really care. I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm happy living my own life. Like, but I gotta see the effort. That's a lot of it. I gotta see effort, and I equate that effort to equal give and take. And that's the same with relationships. Like I have to see effort. If I don't see it, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm not holding up this relationship anymore. I'm not holding up relationships with people anymore. I need equal give and take. Like, I respect myself. I respect my time. And it will make this world so much better if everybody did that. And we'd whittle down the takers. But so many people just take. And they don't even know they're doing it. It's not good or bad. We allowed them to do it, and so they do it. And if we stop that as a collective, it won't be so bad. It's like the government. The government, you think the government's helping, and they're not. They're taking. Little at a time. Taking away this, taking away that, taking away your freedom, taking away your rights. And you just let them take a little at a time. And some of it makes a little bit of sense. Kind of like the rules in New York need to be a little bit different than they are out in the freaking country. I get it. I get when you have a zoo. Like, you have an overcrowded zoo that stuff happens. I get it. Makes sense. But if you choose to live in that place, then you gotta kind of abide by some of the rules that make practical sense. But when you live out in a rural area, you're not on top of each other, it should be a lot more relaxed. Because, you don't have to come into contact with people every day. And that's what's funny is, like, I look at my life and it's like, how many people did I touch today? I shook one person's hand today. That's it. How many people did I touch yesterday? Maybe 0. I saw a lot of people yesterday. But how many people did I physically touch? Maybe 0. Someone may have touched me yesterday. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's different. It's different. But then again, I don't know. I've always lived a life of not touching people. I don't get it. Like, I think that's intimate to me. Like, just even touching somebody. Like, it makes zero sense. Especially, like, dude, when I have kids, like, I'm like, you guys don't be touching my kid. That would be a problem. I'm just vetting everybody. Like, don't touch my kid. And it's cool. Like, I thought my brother, like, and his wife, they don't, like, if the kid doesn't want to be touched by somebody or held, they won't make them. I was like, that's cool, man. You can't be forcing kids to, like, let people touch them. That's weird. Super weird to me. Just run around touching people all the time. It's super weird to me, dude. Don't get it. Maybe I did shake somebody's hand yesterday and hug them. Maybe a couple people yesterday. But who knows, man? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just weird. Like, you can't. If you treat everyone the same, then there's nothing special about it. If you hug everybody, like, then a hug means nothing. If you're kissing everybody, then kiss means nothing. If you're cuddling everybody, cuddle means nothing. Like, to me, that makes sense. If you're sleeping with everybody, then sleeping with somebody means nothing. Like, that makes sense to me. Like, then there's nothing special about it anymore. I'm just like every other Joe. Like, you know what I'm saying? That makes zero sense. And that's kind of what this world came to. It's like everyone's the same. Everyone's got Tinder and trying to Netflix and chill with just everybody. It's so weird to me. But it's because everyone's so broken, man. And they're just chasing after the escapes. But I just wish people would see it. Just for once. And really look at themselves and go, wait a minute, man. As fun as this is, I'm still empty. As fun as these hours that I have with these random strangers, I'm still empty the next day. Like, think about it. If that's why you want to live your life, then that's fine. But I'm going to assume that as soon as people really slow down and take the time and then think about it, and then if there's something to help people to go, wait a minute, maybe there's something better, then maybe they'll change. Because that's what everyone wants. They want real relationships. They want real intimacy. They want to be able to talk to people and connect and bond. They want people to come into their world and you come into their world and co-create together forever, for a long time. Like, no one goes into marriage like assuming that they're only going to be together for a year. I don't think. That makes zero sense. Unless they're just trying to get money or something. I don't know. But whatever. To each his own. Because I always joke about, dude, I'm gonna get so much hate. I always joke about, like, blue-haired women, which is just older women, you know, like, older, rich women, you know. Because I always talk to them. Like, I always hang out with older women anyways, and, it's just funny, like, need me a sugar mama, you know. Everybody else is getting sugar daddies. I'll just give me a sugar mama. I can cut the lawn. I'll be the lawn boy. But it's funny. It's hilarious. I mean, I could do it in a minute. If all I really wanted was money, I'd go get me a sugar mama any day. But I know it wouldn't make me happy. I don't know, maybe I would love this woman. You know, maybe I'd have fun. Probably. But then I couldn't have kids with her if I knew I wanted kids, and, you know, whatever. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta weigh your pros and cons on what you do. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But it just makes me sad, like, to assume that, like, I'll have a daughter one day, and then if she's kind of brainwashed into thinking that she needs an older man, and then she marries a man my age that has tons of money, and I don't know. It just seems weird to me. If a kid or a young girl just finds her worth and what she can provide for another man, and they exchange In exchange, they just take care of monetary issues. Like, that's weird to me, man. It's just making, like, not what this world's about. This world's about companionship and procreating to make more humans and to experience that part of life. So it's just weird when now we're getting away from it. And it's just weird. I don't get it. Me and one of my girlfriends, or whatever, a friend that's a girl, we talk about it. We talk about it all the time. Like, we can just start, like, this is why it's so lucrative. It's because, like, you can just do, like, an OnlyFans or something like that, and then, like, and this is what I told her. I was like, well, you could, it's a good idea to make money. Yeah, you could just, like, maybe you just started showing your feet or whatever if you had pretty feet. But I said, but once you do that, you're just going to keep stepping your game up because you're going to fall into the trap of making money. And then at some point, you're just going to be naked. And then at some point, you're going to be doing whatever else for money. And then that's fine, to each his own. But that's why I say it's so lucrative right now. It's like, why would we not do it? Why would we not do it? Like, you can't get mad at people for doing it because it's like, that's their goal, like, to make money. And they found the loophole, which is just use their body, and that's it. Use their physical body while it's still young. And make money on it. Even though that means nothing, that's only half of it. No, I don't think it's half of it. I think it's like 10%. Because your brain and the rest of you is everything else. Like, your ideas and everything. To me, that's attractive. Because everyone can go to the gym and make their body look all the same. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just whatever. It's just weird. We're just focused on, like, physical stuff right now. And it just makes zero sense. And it makes sense based on the world standards. And this understanding of fake money, but in the bigger scheme of what this world is about, it makes zero sense. But that we wanted it as a collective, and we got it. And with the internet, with the Vine, it just made it easier to do that. But then we're not connecting with people anymore. We're not having real intimacy with people. We're not building relationships with anyone anymore. It's just a night together, a drunken night, or an intoxicated night together that we don't even really remember all of it, and then we wake up and leave and we never see each other again. So I don't know, to each his own. But you wake up and you're still empty. That's the point. All this stuff is you wake up and you're empty still. And then you go to your 9-to-5 job, and then hopefully by the weekend, and you go out and do it again to try and recharge and make it. Because you realize you're empty again. And you're not happy. You don't have joy. You don't have peace. I mean, that's the point. That's the overall point. Which, to each his own. Have fun. And I may have a spell in the near future where I just go crazy and do whatever the crap I want. But I'm still, but the only difference is I'm happy though. So, like, even when I have those adventures, if I feel like rolling the dice, I'm still happy. I'm not gonna wake up empty. I could wake up empty in the aspect of, like, well, this was just this, and it wasn't a real intimate relationship. Like, that's not really what I was going for, but whatever. To each his own. You know? But that's what I'm saying. Whatever. You just gotta figure out what you want. You want to be happy, or you just want to keep doing what you're doing and then realizing you're empty, and then go try and fill that void, and then you realize that it didn't fill the void except for a couple minutes or for half a day, and then you're empty again. I don't know, man. All I know is I'm not empty. I'm having fun. Dude, I'm having so much fun by myself. And I'm actually it's kind of shameful. Because it sucks. I feel so bad for everybody else. Especially like, I don't know, maybe other people are really happy. I don't know. I know I wasn't. But it's like, I try to run through my days of like, when's the time when I'm like not happy? I'm not joking with myself. I'm not laughing. Like, I was listening to my talk while cutting grass, and dude, I'm laughing so loud just at the stupid stuff that I say. and just the stories that I'm talking about, like, because I'm reliving those moments. I'm like, dude, this stuff is hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me. And I was so lucky to like live in the moment. Now I have that experience. Like, I'll probably need to like every month just take like a couple days and just re-listen to all my talks and just live through it again. Just do the whole process of all of it. And I think I need to do that like every other month or something like that. Just take time and just relive it all, just to remind me. And really, I need to do it now. Probably just remind me of how far I've came just in 40 days or 43 days or something like that. Like, the thought process has changed, the battles I've won, new perspective that I've gained. And really just to listen to them all and then just kind of catalog in my brain like how long it took, when did I stop battling, when did I just become really truly happy, when did I truly learn to love myself. 40 days later I really realized I fill my own cup, like everything else is extra. A relationship with somebody else is extra. My cup is already full, and hopefully I can, with my overflowed cup, I can help my future partner fill their cup up completely and teach them how to do it, if they're not already full on their own. And maybe they can help me in other aspects that I need. Maybe they can help me understand the world better and how to manage this money system better and stuff like that. I'm telling you, I'm not perfect at all, by any means. And I have a lifetime of learning to do. A lifetime. Whatever, I have an eternity of learning to do. I know nothing. That's what's funny, it's so hilarious. I know nothing. Like, think about it, on a day scale of all the information that you think you know. Like, you don't. Because every day you're still learning. Every day you still have questions. Should I do this or should I not? Should I go this fast or should I not? Should I go this direction or should I not? Like, every day, like, you don't even, like, all the amount of learning that you've learned from this point, like, it doesn't even freaking matter. It helps you choose. Ultimately, when you're asking yourself a question, you don't even really know the answer, truly. It's still a game. It's still, should I do this? Yes. And then you do it, and then maybe you shouldn't have done it based on the outcome. Like, it's hilarious to me. It's so hilarious. To think I got it right is stupid. The dumbest thing ever. To assume that I have it right all right now is the dumbest thing ever. But it's fun. Like, it's super fun. Oh, but that girl sitting next to me was eating like a monster, dude. I loved it. It was like the exact opposite of the way I eat. I was super infatuated with it. It's kind of a turn on, to be honest with you. But then again, I think a lot of times I think what turned us on is like stuff we don't understand, or stuff that we wouldn't do ourselves, because it's like taboo to us. It's weird, and I can eat like that. I just don't like it. It freaks me out. Now, if someone's talking, like if someone's in my world while I'm eating, I eat totally different. I can't explain it. I have to surrender control. And so when I surrender that control, I can do things that with no remorse. If that's something, I can act a certain way with no, because I'm too busy focusing on the other person in my world to really care and have my super high standards when I'm with somebody else. It's almost like a balance. Being that I'm open the door and allowed someone into my world, or whatever, or they allowed me into mine or whatever, but I let stuff fly. Oh, it's super weird. I have such a I used to have such a pet peeve about people that smack or eat with their mouth open. But now, like, of course, I'm trying to think. I don't get as irritated as much anymore with it. I still don't like it, but I don't know. As I said, everything's changed about me. It's like I have so much more grace with people, and I don't get agitated or pissed off about stuff like that anymore. Well, I used to get mad. I'd be like, dude, you're a grown man. You need to eat with your mouth closed. Even though I know, like, now looking back at it, like, if your dad or mom didn't eat with their mouth closed, then you're not going to eat with your mouth closed. Like, it has nothing to do with anything other than the way that your environment was. And I just had a babysitter that ingrained it into my head that I had to chew it like a certain way. And I'm glad they did, to be honest with you. I'm a weirdo. Like, even when I haven't ate cereal in a while. I just don't care for bread much, just because it turns into sugar, and sugar's ultimate not good for you. But dude, I used to get on cereal kicks, and I would just like go to the store and buy like 20 boxes of cereal and like almond milk just tons of almond milk, and that's what I eat, and that's so good. But I hate the chewing sound. Like, I hate hearing myself chew. I actually caught myself chewing tonight, but it really didn't bother me. I was just like, whatever. Only I can hear it. But I would like have to let my cereal sit in the milk and like get soggy before I could eat it, because the chewing sound would freak me out. So I've always had weird. I always got I've always been a child. I think. I don't think I ever grew up. I'm growing more every day. Growing up more every day. And that's actually kind of embarrassing. But I understand it now. But I guess eating has always been weird to me. I don't know. I'm a Taurus, and evidently, like, they like food, and I've always liked food, but now even more, I love food. Like, food for me now is just like I would almost even say I'm addicted to it. I'm addicted to the process of it. I'm addicted to like the time and what I've created. It almost is an escape for me. And it's something that I truly look forward to. I truly look forward to working out, but I truly look forward to eating. Like it really makes me happy because I know I get music, which I love, and then I get food that's gonna taste fire, food that's green, food that's healthy, it's fueling my body, it's keeping me alive, it's helping me recharge these emotions. It's just so much for me. I'm in control. I'm truly in control in that moment. I'm choosing everything that every bite, like I'm physically putting it in my mouth, like, and I'm in control, like. And it's so weird because I keep talking about like I'm not in control the rest of my life, and I would assume that people looking at my life would say, no, Cody, you're super controlling and you're controlling everything. But you don't, but the way I see it is it's the opposite of that. It's like I'm literally, this is why I say I'm not in control. Because I'm literally, for the first time in my life, living life the way I feel, not logic. And so yeah, I guess ultimately it's me choosing the way I feel and then going with that, and then that's ultimately me controlling it. But it's different. It's like I'm following signs, I'm following things, I'm following feelings. I'm not. And then when I interact with humans, yeah, I'm semi-controlling, I guess, in conversations or directions that they go. But ultimately, like, to me, it seems different. It's more like I'm responding. It's not that I'm ultimately controlling anything. It's more that I'm allowing them to talk to me, or they'll welcome me into their world, and they're talking, and I'm just responding. And whatever happens, happens. And I'm not expecting anything other than the moment that we have, and whatever, like I said, whatever happens, whatever outcome happens, it is what it is. I'm not trying to control a situation or get an outcome, a certain outcome from somebody. I'm just willing to accept whatever happens, and then we walk away from each other, and then whatever, maybe we meet again. So, I mean, I could see what other people would say. But to me, it's just, I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with the flow, and it's definitely different in my eyes and the way I feel. Because before I controlled everything. Like, you're not coming to talk to me. Or you are coming to talk to me, but I'm going to back you down and control the situation, and I don't want to deal with you. Well, now it's just like whatever happens, happens. I'm excited. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to come out of your mouth. I don't know what you're going to do. I'm not afraid. I'll handle any situation I need to. I welcome it. I welcome the interaction. I love it. I gotta help somebody tomorrow, and it'll probably be the end of me helping them for a while. Um, Probably. I don't have time. I gotta go take care of stuff, I think. I don't know, maybe not. Who knows what's gonna happen tomorrow? Tomorrow's gonna be a day filled with miracles. I've waited a very long time. I've been patient. We'll see what happens tomorrow. See what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. We had this eclipse tonight, which is kind of like represents ending and beginning, or destruction and new. But that's what's so funny is like every time people talk about death being a bad thing, and it's like, no, man. Like I had to die to myself, like, and then that's something new. I had to transform. I'm a phoenix. Like the old is done, and now you got the new. Like it's not good or bad. It just is. It's the process. And I don't know why we always gotta take things good or bad. It's like things are just they just are. They just are, and it's not good or bad. I looked at my phone. It was 12121. I'm excited, man. I'm so excited about the future. I had a buddy, he sent me a picture tonight, and it was me and him standing in front of the Great Tetons in like the 5th grade. He's like, dude, I don't even remember, where was this at? Oh, first it was like, he didn't remember when we took it. I was like, it's like 4th or, it's probably 5th grade or 6th grade summer. And he was like, well, where is this at? It's Great Tetons. And then I was like, well, I was like, we got to go back as adults. And then I guess he looked it up and he said it was like 1,200 and something miles away. I was like, dude, you gotta get out of your house, bro. Because I know him. And he doesn't like to leave. Like he's comfortable. That's what I'm saying. The old is comfortable. The old life is easy. You finding your escapes are easy. You burying yourself in work is easy. You hiding by yourself is easy. All that stuff is easy, yes. You numbing yourself is easy. But what's the point? What's the point? And that's fine. If that's what you want to do. But at some point you can hit a breaking point. And I think that's ultimately that's kind of the thought process I had. I did have a thought one time over this last year, kind of about suicide. It wasn't really me thinking about committing suicide. It was more of me understanding, like, oh, so that's how you get to the point where you find that that's a good idea. I don't know. It's when you get to the point where there's no more hope. When you can't see anything ever changing. When you can't see there's no more light. You can't see any way out of it. When you think that there's no other way. Like you're just so sick of the old life, like, and you're not happy. Nothing's changing. Yeah, you could be out there having fun and partying, but then at the end of that party, and you wake up the next day, you feel exactly the same you did before you started partying. There's no hope. There's no change. There's no challenge. There's no nothing. It's the comfortability that I think gets you there. In a weird sense. I don't know. And I had a thought, and I was like, oh, it's like a light bulb in my head. And I think it was because I was thinking about someone who tried to, I don't know. I think for me, I was thinking about everything, and I just went down a dark road one night, I think, and I was just like, oh, I see it. Now I see why. I see why it's an option. And to each his own. I don't condone it. I don't want anyone to do it. But I see where that could be the answer for people. Um, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is just me talking. I don't condone any of it. And if you want to talk, holler at me. Like, literally. I don't know what I can do other than just be here. But I did go through that, and I went through it, and I was like, oh snap, that's it. I just had an overwhelming feeling of what that feeling would be to push me to the edge. To push me to no hope. To push me that nothing's ever going to change. Nothing's ever going to be different. That it's always going to be this way. So what's the point? And it sucked because it was a sucky feeling. Because it was a lack of hope. Like, non-existent hope. That anything can change. And that's what would have pushed me to the edge. I think, because the way I was feeling or thinking about it, I was like, that's it. That would have been it for me. Like, if I could never see the possibility of change, then what's the point? No hope. When there's no hope left, then there's not a light in the darkness, not even a flicker. And nothing can bring you out of that except, I don't know, a new light, a new perspective. Man, and if I can help do that, if I can bring someone a new perspective, and bring them out, that's worth it to me. Me being vulnerable, me talking stupidness. Like, that's worth it. People making fun of me. If I can give somebody a new perspective and just be a little bit of light, just a little flicker, thousands and thousands of miles away, like, who cares? If I can bring someone out of the darkness, really, and understand that, you know what, maybe there is another way. Maybe there is hope left. Maybe there's one human being in the world that's fucking vulnerable enough to tell all his secrets and embarrassing stories and just talk, just be real. That maybe, you know what, maybe it's worth me staying here for another day. Maybe there is something out there. Maybe there is hope. Then fine. I'll do it every day. The rest of my life. Worth it. Save one person, worth it. Hit me up. This moon ain't hitting nobody up. There it is. It's kind of hard to see. It can't. Too many clouds, bro. But that's fine. We're in harmony right now. This song gets me hyped, though. I just want to dance all night long. Bite my lip. Dance. Got fireflies in the field. Doing the mating calls. Got trees in the distance. Creating oxygen so I can breathe. Got crickets cricking. Like, everything is love, man. That's what's so crazy. We're so busy. And we're blinded by everything that's around us. I was so blind, man. It's actually super embarrassing. It was super embarrassing. I'm kind of embarrassed about my finances right now. But not really. It's not really, because I have money. It's just weird. It's a weird concept right now. It's a weird concept because it's like, you kind of look back and you're like, Cody, you could have had just stacks and stacks. And I was like, yeah, I could have. But but what's the point? Like, I had to sacrifice something for something. And buddy texted me tonight about it. He was like, I listened to your talk again. He's like, you don't have to sacrifice something for something. And I was like, yeah, I know, I kind of get it. I was like, but I get that I don't technically have to, but I do. Because it's time. It's a time-based sacrifice. And ultimately, I had to step away from the world for